Hey everyone, welcome to episode 4 of my hardcore but cottagecore series. In the last episode, we made some major progress with our villagers and we built up a villager breeder as well as a super smelter. And in this episode, we're going to be building up 2 new farms that are going to allow us to finally go in and loot the ancient city. But whether or not this is a good thing, you'll have to stick around till the end of the video to find out. In between episodes, it was Halloween, so we did a live stream over on Twitch where we captured some of the Halloween mobs and we built them this magical enchanted pumpkin in our pumpkin patch to live in. Well, one of them died. He got killed by an iron golem. But we do have the other one. He's a zombie cleric villager and he is named Jack and he's just chilling here in his pumpkin. But today we are going to be looting the ancient city that we found in episode 1, and to do that, we're going to need to build up a wool farm. And of course, because I'm extra, I want to build a rainbow wool farm that gives all of the different colors. So I need to see what dyes we actually have. Okay, it looks like we're missing just the green dyes. So green, lime, and cyan. The rest we have except for brown dye. We need to get some more cocoa beans, but we can grab those from the jungle nearby. So it looks like we're going to go on an adventure to get some cactus because cactus can solve all of our problems for the other dyes. So after we slept, we set off on an adventure to go hopefully find a desert nearby. I headed towards the mangrove swamp that we found in the first episode, and we ended up finding an even bigger swamp that was actually connected to a desert. And finally, after searching for so long, I saw a single piece of cactus. This could work. I found some more cactus in the desert, and I explored the nearby village a little bit until I saw, hanging out in the savannah, the beautiful frogs. I put 2 frogs on some leads, and after getting them stuck a couple times and having some weird glitches, I finally got them to our boat, and then I headed back home to the mangrove base. For now, I attached them outside the door and they both somehow jumped up above the door, which is kind of funny. But for now, they're gonna stay here. We have a cactus farm to make. So we dug out a large hole because I wanted the cactus farm to be underground, that way we could put a small build on top of it. I replaced all the stone, the dirt, and other materials because if we ever had to come back down here, I wanted it to look at least a little bit nice. I also really wanted to challenge myself during this build in making a water stream with no tutorial, which I have never done before. We put down all of our cactus with the water streams flowing into the middle, and then I covered the outside of the farm with glass. Also, I'll include the new glass texture that I'm using in the description. After that, we replaced all of our walls with stripped mangrove and crimson, and together it made a really pretty pattern. And at the end, we had a fully hidden automatic cactus farm underground that was going to solve all of our dye problems. After struggling like an hour with the water stream, we got it working, and then we started to build the build that's going to go over the top of the cactus farm. I want all of the builds in this area to look like they belong together, even if they have different styles and slightly different palettes. I really want it to have a very cohesive mangrove and dark wood look. But for this build in particular, we're going to introduce some crimson planks here because they do sort of complement the mangrove really well. And now this build is done. We have a beautiful area to grab our cactus from. And the good thing about this farm is that it's already producing. We also found a zombie villager while I was building, so we trapped him in a hole over here, and I plan to convert him back into a regular villager and into a farmer so we can get easy golden carrots in our house. Another thing I did was that I added the More Mob Heads data pack alongside a custom player head data pack, which allows me to paint blocks of quartz in this tiny block painting table. And this is all done in survival with no cheats, so you put the value of the player head in this book and then you get the player heads out and they look really cool. This one is pumpkin jam. I love it. Next thing is that we need to fortune up some quartz because we're gonna have to build all sorts of observers and dispensers and all that stuff. Same with all of our redstone. And after fortuning up most of what I had, I have plenty to work with. I cleared out a bunch of space over here because I think this is where I want the wool farm to go. It's going to be quite a large farm, even though I'm going to try to make it as compact as I possibly can. We're going to be making each individual sheep a pod, and it would have to be a 3x3 space for one. The pods can share a wall though, so without making multiple layers, it will have to be at least this long. I think that this can work though. I think that we can build some kind of barn to go around this that will cover the shape of this farm nicely. I'm going to try to work out a temporary plan of how wide this build will actually have to be, so I kind of know a approximate amount of materials I'm going to have to gather. Okay, I'm thinking something like this, something this size, maybe a tiny bit bigger depending on once I put everything down, but something kind of this shape I think will be nice for our barn. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to build the farm first and then the barn over it, so we're producing wool while we're building. I should also grab some of this cactus as well. That way we can smelt up some dye. And here we can make some lime dye and some blue for cyan. And now we have cyan and lime and green. And now we have all of the color of dye that we need for our wool farm and for whatever other projects we want to use it for. I'm going to grab these 2 sheep that we already have, and I'm going to run them over to the farm area, make a little pen, and start breeding them up. Alright, let's get you guys some wheat, and you guys have a baby. We're going to have an amazing wool farm right here. It's going to be running all the time, and we're going to get so much wool. I'm so excited. Hey buddy, you enjoying the boat? This pig has no thoughts, head empty. You know, only vibes for the rest of his days. And just a quick villager update. We have been rolling villagers on stream to try to get all of the different colors of terracotta with all of our different mason villagers. Until we find a Badlands in this world, this is my only source of terracotta besides clay. I actually didn't come here to do any villager stuff though. I need to grab some string from the spider spawner to make all of the bows for the dispensers. So we'll take out the torch and then, oh my gosh, that's so many spiders. Oh no. Well, I'll plan to just stand here and kill the spiders to get the string that we need for all of the bows. All right, I think 47 string is definitely enough, so we can go. It's time to start gathering up all of our redstone components, and first we're going to start out with our observers, and we're going to need 16 total. I had to get more cobblestone. I didn't have enough. I'm also going to make all of the dispensers and gather up some more materials for the farm. After gathering everything, we started to set up some of the pods for the sheep with some chests and the hopper minecart system to collect all of the drops. This collection system is actually pretty simple, so then we set out to make the platform that the sheep are going to live on, where they'll be able to eat the grass and get their wool sheared. Glass will surround the sheep so that we can see them, but they can't get out. And then this spot here will be where the observer sits to watch for changes in the grass with a dispenser on top. And then once we had the sheep in and we were sure it was working, it was time to continue on building up all the different pods for all of the different colors of sheep and getting it all put together. And though we made some changes by adding some shroom lights, we had a basic design and idea for the farm by the end of the first row of sheep. And after that, it was time to just get the sheep in on the other side, and it was super simple except for one sheep who just did not want to come up the stairs. We decided from there to make a cover for the farm so that we wouldn't have to see floating glass and grass everywhere. And we were able to come up with a relatively simple but pretty design that covered the farm in its entirety and had a really nice pattern as well. We made a pattern on the glass so that we could still see into the glass, but it would look a little bit fancier and not as plain, and I actually really like how this came out. And even though I really liked the direction that it was going, it was becoming bigger and bigger by the minute, so I had to jump into a creative world and scale up the barn because the original barn that I built was not big enough. This would just mean a little bit more resource gathering before we could actually start the build. And now with the farm covered, it looks like this. I'm really liking how it looks, although there is one more thing that I want to change out soon. The only other thing that we really need to do before we go loot the ancient city is build the barn over top of this, because if we die, I don't want to leave this project unfinished. A barn says very rustic to me, so I'm gonna do the birch double slabs in the build, but we don't actually have that many, so I'm going to have to collect some wood before we build. We'll just line up some saplings, bone meal them, and gather all the birch wood that we're gonna need. That was only a half stack, so I'm gonna do this a couple more times. And now it's building time. We laid out a basic shape using some barrels and then pillared up with some stripped dark oak to match all of the other builds in the area. And while I was detailing the entryway, a creeper came over and he blew up. After we fixed everything, we put down the foundation with some red nether brick, and then we started to work on the round pattern for the roof. The highest point would be round and the rest of the roof would be slabs. I started to fill in the area around there with some classic mangrove, and after we got a part of it done, I put in the birch double slabs to just check and make sure that the palette looked good. And while it's still looking pretty plain and boring because there's no detail, it is looking good so far. I made a counting mistake when I was building, so after I added in the slab part of the roof, I realized I was going to have to rip a bunch of it down. Honestly, small mistakes happen in Minecraft though, and it's not a big deal, just more annoying than anything. So far, this side of the build is a little bit more plain. The other side actually has a second door, but I wanted to complete at least one full side of the build before I moved on to the more difficult parts, because this part was pretty easy. Just don't look at the back right now, okay? It's not going to stay like this, but I am exposing how bad it looks. We figured out how to do the doorway on the right side of the barn, and then we filled in the roof completely, and now all we had left to do was filling in the walls and the detailing. And here is the finished barn. It is looking so cool in this spot that we picked. Not only does it look good outside, it also looks good inside, where I'm not fully done detailing, but I started adding little piles of junk, and of course we are gathering so much wool. On the right side, we have a doorway leading out into what's going to be a sunflower field on the edge of the flower forest. The back wall we kept a little bit flat because of course there's the hole to our mine and our ancient city down there, but it still looks pretty cute. And on this side we added a gated area. I was thinking about making a little chicken farm in here just to collect eggs, but I haven't really decided yet what we're going to use it for. Overall, I'm super happy with how this build looks in this area, and I'm gonna be honest, I am stalling because I don't want to go into this ancient city. I'm scared. All the preparations are ready. I'm ready to go. I'm going to be live streaming this, and then I'm going to clip all the best moments of the stream and put them in the video to give you guys the overview of how it went in the ancient city. So wish me luck. Okay, everyone, say hi, YouTube. It's time to finally wreck this warden in this ancient city. Are you guys ready? Spoiler alert, I am not ready, but let's go. Our goal here is to not summon the warden. But if we summon him, I am pearling out, chat. I don't care. Okay, chat, we got this. We have prepared, we are ready. All we have to do is just jump in. Oh god. I'm gonna make like a little platform here. If I have to pearl out, oh, there's a chest. Even if I hit up here, I should fall onto the platform. A little bit safer than trying to get in the hole. Oh, I'm so scared. We got this. It's gonna be fine. We hate to see it. We hate to see that. Why is it touching this thing? That was easy. Okay, there's a chest here. Is there any bad stuff? There was nothing around this though, right? Besides those two? Yeah, I don't see any of those sensor thingies or the shrieker thingies. Whew, God, that was scary. And this loot is garbage, by the way. This loot is not even good. It's trash. Diamond horse armor is kind of nice though. And I'll take a free name tag. I'm gonna take it, but I'm gonna complain about it. You know what I mean? Like, this was my first time ever looting an ancient city. So after the first chest, I kept exploring the city and trying to find all of the secrets that it had to offer. I like this block here. This is nice. I hate that. Oh my God, the candles are so loud. Like, why are they that loud? I'm gonna shit myself. Oh, I wonder if there's something on this. Oh yeah, there is. Right there. Okay. I'm not feeling that well, chat. If you couldn't tell from my voice, I am not feeling that well. I got sick when I was on holiday because someone else was sick. Easy, chat. Easy. Okay, we're getting the hang of this. You know what? I'll just take the gold. Thanks. Thanks so much for the gold. Thank you. Well, so far we've only seen one shrieker that was like on our path. Like, maybe we got like a baby ancient city, you know? Like, maybe this ancient city was for children, you know? At this moment, I had no idea how much I would come to regret that statement. Ooh, other side! Books. That's a lot of books, actually. Music disc fragment? As I'd never looted an ancient city before, I didn't really know what I was looking for. My chat told me that you could find lots of enchanted golden apples here, as well as the new enchant Swift Sneak. I was really hoping to get at least Swift Sneak 3, as well as just learn more about how all of the different things in the city work. This meant, of course, that I was trying to take out any shriekers and sensors that I could. Oh, that was disgusting. Oh God. Why cave sounds? Why? Like, ooh, echo shards. I don't know what those are. Oh, those are for that compass. Oh, Swift Seek 2. Pug. Okay, there's a chest there and there's a shrieker there. More echo shards. Power 4 and loyalty. Chat, this chest was this world is just beginning, chat. We can't die here. You know what? I was just thinking, and I have so much to do here. I have so much to accomplish, so much to build. I'm not gonna die here. Oh, maybe I will die here. Anyways, but I feel really confident. Oh God, there's a skull there. Hello? Oh, there's 2 shriekers. What is it with all these like shriekers being like right on top of each other? My life! Oh my God. It's not very cash money of this ancient city to have these creepy noises. I want that. Other side. wait, there's another other side. Oh god, okay. We're fine. How? We're fine. Like, if he comes out, we're going south. Chat. Like, there's our wool there. We have to go towards that. If this doesn't have Swift Sneak 3, I'm leaving. Like, I swear to God. Okay, music this. Swift Sneak 3, let's go! Actually! This part here, I am simply going to ignore until I have an elytra. Eventually, I will come down here and I will break all of the sensors, all of the shriekers, all that stuff. Because I have plans for this city beyond just looting it. Oh, good. There's shriekers in the water. Oh, that's, oh God, there's 3 there next to each other. That's wonderful. That's fantastic, actually. You know, oh yeah, that's great. This is where all of the danger in this city is right here. I think I could loot that one. Okay, we're fine. Ooh, that was not good. We will come back when we have elytra. I decided to leave the ancient city because we had 2 shriekers go off. But on the way out, I looted 1 more chest. There we go. 10? 19 levels? Excuse me? Though expensive, we accepted the 19 levels to put Swift Sneak on our pants, and then we tried out the enchantment for the first time. And we were fast. That was so super scary, and we could have lost our hardcore world had we made 1 more mistake there. And here is everything that we got from the ancient city besides the other side discs and the Swift Sneak enchantment. So we've got some soul torches, a bone, a skeleton skull, some shards, some books. Overall, the things that I'm the most happy about are getting 3 other side discs randomly and also the Swift Sneak enchantment as well. Because now we're gonna bridge so fast when we have to go find our elytra in the end. I am super excited. Of course, there is more in the ancient city that we have to go get, but I'm gonna wait until we get an elytra. That way we can fly away super fast if something bad happens. Overall, I'm super happy with how this episode turned out, and I'm super happy with all of the progress that we made. We have an awesome new cactus farm, and of course an ultimate rainbow wool farm that is doing amazing work over here. But honestly, I think I'm getting tired of walking everywhere, and now that we're talking about going to get an elytra, I think it might be time. But that'll have to wait for the next time. I hope you guys have a wonderful day and a wonderful weekend, and I will catch you in the next episode. Bye!